Important that before you begin combining the gelato, you use your spatula, but it's very important that there is no water on the spatula. We don't want any water on the product because it will make ice. So we begin by transferring, we say about half of the pan on top of the pan that we have to fill. And we just take big scoops of it, and we just lay them there. And then we take another big scoop, just like that, and we lay it on top. One more. So this process doesn't have to take more than 2 minutes. Gelato will get softer, and the softer we'll get, and the more difficult it's going to be to sculpt. And obviously if we make the product, if we let the product melt, then it's going to make ice, and it's going to take some time for it to come back to its original consistency. So we are about there. And as you can see, it's a little bit over half a pan. Whatever we don't use, we put back in the freezer. So at this point, I have completed my step one. The step one is combining the product from one pan to the other one. Let's make sure that we use the first in, first out rule. So with the spatula, I'm going to flatten a little bit the product to make a mountain. And it's very helpful if you get the spatula without the product on it to do it. Just clean the spatula out. So it's going to be a much smoother process to finish and to continue your procedure. And again, no water on the product. See, it's much better now that we have rinsed the spatula to make our mountain. And I turn the pan around to help myself with it. Fill in the holes. It's gonna look good. Okay, now that I've got my little mountain built, I'm gonna go back and rinse the spatula again. I've completed my step 2, and we are ready for the step 3, which is the sculpting. This is the fun part. You take your spatula, your very dry spatula, you put 2 fingers on the front part of the spatula, and pretty much what you have to exercise is the pressure on your movement on your wrist. So you keep your spatula perpendicular to the product with your 2 fingers pressed, and the movement is very simple. We are going to draw C's in our hands in order to draw our C's. We call it C's, like the letter C. We have 2 fingers on the spatula, on the front side of the spatula, and to make the swirls we have to have our spatula perpendicular to the gelato. And what we do, we just go, press it against it, and then draw the C. And then we do another movement just like it. We put the spatula against the gelato very lightly, and then we exercise pressure, and we draw a C. Let's do it. So we go in, like that, go against it, pressure, and turn it. You can do it this side. Let me do it with this hand on this side. Put it against it and turn it. You press the spatula against it and again turn it. And you have drawn your C's. Now it's time for your little decoration. We clean the sides of the pan, we wipe them out. So we want to show just that the product is nice and clean. There you go. Then we take the caramel This is dulce de leche, and we draw swirls. Just like that. To put our flavor tag, we're going to put it oblique. Don't put it straight, because if you put it straight, then the customer is not going to be able to read it when we put it in the dipping cabinet. So we just insert it with an angle about 2 inches, I would say, away from the front part of the pan. Just like that. And there you have it. This is your beautiful gelato pan.